Take a deep breath, deal. I can't believe I'm filming this. In today's video, I will be sharing things I do not like about the UK at all. Okay, that helped. If you know you will be discouraged by this kind of video, please click out now. But the first thing I do not love about the UK is the fact that getting your permanent residency in the UK is a long route. It's very difficult as well, and it is expensive to get your indefinite leave to remain. So for some of us moving from Africa to the first world country or the second world country, we solely move with one of the aim to live there permanently, okay, because we know the benefits of having a permanent residence in the first world country. But for a country like the UK, although the route is quite straightforward, you know what you are going to get, I think it's unnecessarily long and it is expensive. So if you are coming into the UK on a tier 2 visa, which I am currently on, you are going to have your indefinite leave to remain after 5 years, and on your 6th year you can then apply for your British citizenship, of which you already know the time frame. But for me, I think it is too long a time and also very expensive. The last I checked, it is about 2,400 to apply for your indefinite leave to remain. That's the fee you need to pay, and there are other miscellaneous fees you pay, your life in the UK test, your this, that, small things, and before you know it, you are paying up to 2,700 or 2,800 British pounds. Now that is ridiculously expensive. You need to save up for that time. There was a time during the heat of COVID where we had to protest, where we had to sign petition and all that about how expensive it is to get your indefinite leave to remain. We also begged the UK government to make it at least 3 years for us, or give it to us free when it's that time. But unfortunately, up till now, we did not get a positive response. So I think that's a story for another day. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Deyo. I am a registered nurse currently practicing here in the UK, and I am a lifestyle and travel vlogger here in the UK. So if this looks like something you would love, life in the UK, nursing in the UK, traveling, travel tips, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell so that you will not miss any of my future videos. And if you are not an African and you watch this video, please do not feel bad. I believe people are allowed to air their view about your country, especially if you are a British person. I love the British people. I've already made the videos about what I love about them and the country. So please do not give me this go back to your country if you hate the UK that much. This video is just for educational purpose and not to make you feel less in your country, okay? I love the UK and I work for the NHS, and I think you people love people that work for the NHS. You need me. Jokes aside. So I made a video about 13 things I love about the UK. If you are new to my channel, please go watch the video. I'll put it somewhere here, so please check that video out. You to know that these are my personal experience and they do not reflect every immigrant here in the UK. Next thing I dislike about the UK is the cost of living. Guys, I know we earn in pounds, but spending pounds in the UK is a trap. It is very expensive, okay? So much bills to pay. Literally, we are working to pay bills. You only get extra money when you work smart, when you have side hustles, or when you have multiple stream of income. And that being said, the truth is, in most first world country, nobody lives on their main salary. They also have side hustles and all that, so do not feel bad. But I think it's worse in the UK. You tend to like work extremely hard if you want the soft life. 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom flat in the UK, you will get a small place. It's not even big. You get a small place for like 800 to 1,200 depending on where you live. I think that's ridiculously high. And for me, it's not even about the price, it's the quality. It's not what's the price. I don't know if you understand. Like, you will see the place and you'll be like, okay, but for that amount, no, it's not it. And also we have bills, light bill, water bills, and this depends on how you use them. But still, I think the cost of living is something they should look into and try and make it affordable. And I think we are even going into recession very soon. It's getting worse every day here in the UK to survive. You literally pay for a lot of things. You pay for tax, you pay for parking, you pay so much. You pay a lot to live and survive here in the UK. And at the end of the month, you just look at your salary and think, what's left?
Sorry, there is no money left.
Of course, nothing so much, but it's everything we pay, we still survive. So don't let that put you off. I'm just trying to educate you on the struggles we face. Yes, people abroad still face lots of struggles. It's not all rosy and rosy down here, but that doesn't mean you should not come, okay? So please make sure you take your IELTS and come over very soon. Another thing I do not like about the UK, and something I personally have struggled with countless times, is mental health breakdown. I've not told a lot of people about this part of my life in the UK, but I really faced a lot during my first year here in the UK. I'm getting emotional right now. I feel like I'm going to cry. When I was with my first employer, I feel like I need to make a separate video because I'm getting emotional in this video and I don't want that. So let me know in the comment section. I'm putting myself up again. But let me know in the comment section if you want to know about my very, very awful ordeal in my care home. Because some of you already know that I did work in a care home before moving over to the NHS. And guys, I had a fair share of care home in the UK. So if you want to know about that, let me know in the comment section and I'll be happy to make a dedicated video about that. It is very easy for you to have a mental health breakdown in the UK because it's very hard to adapt to a lot of things, and sometimes you might meet people that are not so nice. And for me, when I came into the UK, I literally knew no one. I had no one here, no family, no friend, and I had to stay put to my employer, which didn't go all that perfect, to be honest. So it made me go in my shell, and I refuse to make friends with people even though I know that I am someone who loves to make friends. I went into my shell. I stopped communicating with loads of people, disassociated myself with people. Like, it took me a long time to realize that I'm going to have a mental health breakdown if I continue like this. That's if I didn't, but it wasn't diagnosed, so I guess not. Really, really struggled during my first year. It is really hard to settle down in any country, but I think in the UK, it was too much for me to adapt to work in the UK, adapt to the surrounding. I remember one incident where I really broke down and cried was when I moved into my first apartment. The heater was not working and my landlord was very, very unhelpful. I had to sleep under the cold until I was able to get an artificial heater for my room. I stayed like that for a long time before they were able to fix my heater. And even when they fixed my heater, they will come, they'll fix it. When they are there, it's working, and immediately they leave in the night, it's back to square one. It's not getting warm anymore. And I remember I cried most of the night because of cold. A lot of things that broke me down. Then I would go to work, face frustration, and come back. I couldn't eat. I starved myself for days, and I couldn't. The worst thing is I couldn't even open up to my family. So I tried not to let them into what I was actually facing. I tried to put up my smile, tried to hide talking about life in the UK with them because there was no way I'm going to lie. I'd rather not just talk about it than lie about what I'm facing. It broke me. So it's very easy for you to get mental health breakdown. What I would advise you to do if you get here, please make sure you communicate with people you trust, because guys, do not just communicate with anybody because people react to things differently and you don't want to cry on the wrong shoulders. When it comes to career as a registered nurse in the UK, it is very limiting, okay? Limiting in the sense that when you are not signed off of a competency you already know from being a student nurse, you cannot carry out that procedure, and that thing is one thing I do not like. I know, yeah, it is fine, it is good for you to be very competent before you carry out your procedure and all that, but let us look at it at the negative aspect. The negative aspect of this is the fact that it makes you lose that skill. For example, while in school of nursing, we were taught a lot of things, a lot of skills, especially if you studied in Nigeria. In school of nursing, you know that practically we are grounded. You can't even compare it to the UK, I will say, because here in the UK, when you're an adult nurse, you do not even know much about mental health. I remember in the ward, there was a time I mentioned the medication for medication, cytotec, I think. Is it cytotec or ergot? One of the medications used for delivery in the ward, and the other nurse was like, what am I talking about? And I was like, you don't know this medication? And she was like, no. When I explained the mechanism of action, she was like, oh, they don't do midwifery. Okay. So that means if you're not a midwife, you really do not even have an idea about that. So I think practically we are better in Nigeria. Same with mental health, same with pediatrics. They study it as a specialty. And yes, you can still study it as a specialty, but when you are in school of nursing back in Nigeria, you rotate around these areas so that you have an idea. You don't have to be a specialist in that area, but you need to know something about that area just in case there's an emergency. You can help save the day. So if you have been signed up for a particular procedure and you've not carried out that procedure for 6 months, you are deemed incompetent in that role. Even if you have done it for the past 10 years here in the UK and for the last 6 months you have not carried out that procedure, you're automatically deemed incompetent and you should not do that procedure, which I think it's good. But just like telling me I cannot give IM injection because I have not given it in the last 6 months, but I've been practicing but I've not given it in the last 6 months. In that case, I can't do it because I am deemed incompetent. Another thing I do not like about the UK is the fact that we are poorly paid. Poorly paid in the sense that, yes, when it comes to first world country, if you want to mention, come on, give me the names: US, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, most countries you will think of people relocate to, the UK is the least paid. And I want to put it like this, not least paid, to be honest, because if you work for private hospitals and solely agency shifts, you are not the least paid. But because the NHS is the highest employer of labor, majority of the nurses here in the UK work for the NHS, and that means majority of the nurses in the UK are poorly paid compared to their counterparts. Okay, so this is the same with doctors, medical staff. In fact, as long as you're working with the NHS, I put it to you that you're poorly paid. Okay. Sorry to make you feel bad, but yes, that's how it is. Especially when you are newly qualified, it takes a while for you to get the balance when you start moving up the band. But as a newly qualified nurse coming into the NHS, it is not encouraging. Okay, so that's why I always put out videos like this and this for you to learn how to enhance your pay. The truth is, at a point, you need money to push you. Money is going to motivate you to go to work, because working in the UK is very stressful and it's very tiring. These points I have raised will help you make informed decision, not to discourage you, honestly. If you know you've watched this video till this point and you are a little bit discouraged, I implore you to go to my channel. I have loads of videos to motivate you to come over. Please go and watch those videos to regain motivation, because even me speaking about this, I feel like I should just leave the UK, but these videos here will motivate you. I want you to understand that there is no country you go to now that you get everything all figured out. It will take you your second year or your third year to fully settle in. These are just the things I wish is not as bad as it is, then it will be perfect. But like they say, there's no way that is perfect. I love it here and I've lived here for 3 years. If it was this bad or if it was unbearable, I wouldn't be here. So let me say it is still bearable, but these are the things I do not really like about the UK. I hope you love my content enough to subscribe, like, and share this video with a friend if you find it useful, and I'll see you guys in my next video.